Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the vulture action plan. So what is the action plan all about? Why the action plan is required for the conservation of vulture? What lead to their decline? We will discuss about all this in detail in this particular video. So without further delay, let's begin. So the first thing we need to know is the context. So recently Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change launched a Vulture Action Plan 2020 to 25 for the conservation of vultures in the country. So just try to understand that the vulture population was dwindling. Why, we will discuss about it later in this video, but it was dwindling and it required a focused conservation effort, and because of it the vulture action plan came into being. Now the latest action plan for 2020 to 2025 has also been announced by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So this is the context in which we will try to understand this particular topic. Vultures saw a decline as much as 90% in some species of India since 1990s. So since 1990s, as much as 90% of the population dwindled down. So you can understand it entirely. In fact, it eventually you can consider that most of the population was wiped out in one of the most drastic declines in bird population in the world. So this is considered as one of the classic case where one human activity or one involvement of some kind of chemical into the ecosystem, what kind of harmful effect it could cause down the chain. So that is one of the major or drastic dwindling of population in the population of bird in the entire world. Between the 1990s and 2007, number of three presently critically endangered species. So we know that IUCN released a red list in which it classified species according to their population status based on like critically endangered, endangered, vulnerable, near threatened and so on. So particularly these three vultures are now classified as critically endangered, which means their population is very less in number. Which are these? The oriental white-backed, long-billed and slender-billed vulture decreased massively with 99% of the species has been wiped out. So right now you can understand in critically endangered species they have like only few numbers remaining. It's like 99% of their population has been wiped out. The number of red-head vultures also critically endangered now. So this particular red-head vulture is now also critically endangered, declined by 91%, and the Egyptian vultures by 80%. You can see overall the vultures which are there in the Indian subcontinent, their population decreased drastically. So this is something we need to know. So from here we could understand that oriental white-backed, long-billed and slender-billed vulture, these all three are critically endangered, and the red-headed vulture is also the critically endangered one now. So just try to remember this particular detail. Now let's move forward and try to understand why the population declined. So we understood that it was one of the drastic decrease in the population of birds in the entire world. So what triggered it? So the cause of the decline was established as diclofenac. So basically this is the chemical which you can call as the culprit. A veterinary non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, NSAID. So basically just remember that it's non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug which was generally used to treat pain and inflammatory diseases such as gout in carcasses that vultures would feed off. So basically the carcasses would be provided with some kind of pain reliever or the relief which could be induced through the inflammatory modulation, which was your NSAID, and in that particular steroid or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug was found a chemical compound known as diclofenac, and that was the one which was very deadly for the vultures. So just 0.4% to 0.7% of animal carcasses contaminated with diclofenac was sufficient to decimate 99% of population. So you can understand only 0.4 to 0.7% of the animal carcasses were actually contaminated by diclofenac, but only in such a small amount they were sufficient enough to wipe out 99% of the population of vultures. So such is the effect of one certain chemical getting into the food chain or getting into the ecosystem and destroying the entire population. Now let's move forward and try to understand the objectives of the action plan for vulture conservation 2020-25. So the first thing, obviously we have figured it out that the diclofenac is the culprit. So the first focus would be on the duck control to ensure minimum use of diclofenac, ensuring that sale of veterinary NSAIDs is regulated and is distributed only by the prescription, and by ensuring that treatment of livestock is done only by the qualified veterinarian. So that is one thing, again a kind of a control. So first of all, minimum use of diclofenac would be ensured, then their sale and distribution would also be highly regulated, that only the qualified veterinarian would be able to go ahead and provide that. To carry out safety testing of available NSAIDs on vulture and to develop new ones which do not affect vulture. So that is also one of the research kind of a thing which would be considered as an objective, that a chemical which could provide like pain relief also, but should not be as lethal as diclofenac for the vulture. So that is also one of the objective plan of the action plan. Then we also have the factor of upscaling conservation to establish additional conservation breeding center along with the vulture conservation center. So vulture conservation centers are already established with samples and information collected from the wild, analyzed and stored at these centers. So basically these additional conservation breeding centers, so that their population could be increased, would also be provided along with the conservation center. Apart from that, the vulture safety zone program would also be taken care at 8 different places in the country where there are existing populations of vultures. So where there is like existing population of vultures, the vulture safe zone program will also be extended to those places. It will also launch the conservation plan for red-headed and Egyptian vulture with breeding program for both. So we have also seen that red-headed and Egyptian vulture were also seen decline in their population, and in that regard the breeding programs for both would also be launched. And finally it will build 4 rescue center for different geographical areas like Pinjore in the north, Bhopal in the central India, Guwahati in northeast and Hyderabad in South India. So these particular, like every corner of the India will also have a geographical center which will act as a rescue center for the vultures. Like for an example, if the vulture is kind of tracked with some kind of disease, or if they are being like if we could be tracked that they are feeding upon some kind of carcasses which is highly imposed with the diclofenac. So such kind of monitoring or rescue center is now would be provided in all 4 corners of the country. So this is the upscaling of conservation part. Apart from that, what are the other measures which are taken? So the Central Zoo Authority and the Bombay Natural History Guest Society also established the vulture conservation breeding program. So that is also something which has been now established, that Central Zoo Authority as well as the Bombay Natural History Society has the vulture conservation breeding program. Apart from that, a vulture care center was set up in Pinjore, Haryana in 2001 to study the cause of deaths of vultures in India. So in fact, this is the one which actually lead to realize that it was diclofenac in 2004. They were able to like figure it out that it was actually the diclofenac which was causing the mass scale death of the vultures. So the vulture care center which is established in Pinjore is the one which studied it. Then the Jatayu Conservation Breeding Center in Pinjore is the world's largest facility within the state's Bir Siragar Wild Sanctuary for the breeding and conservation of Indian vulture species. So just remember, the Jatayu Conservation Breeding Center, which is located in Pinjore, is actually the world's largest facility which is undertaking the conservation and breeding program for the India's species of vultures. Finally, we also have something called as SAVE, which is Saving Asia's Vultures from Extinction. So this consortium of like-minded regional and international organization created to oversee and coordinate conservation campaigning and fundraising activities to help the plight of South Asia's vultures. So as the name suggests, this is, first of all, it's an international cooperation where the consortium of people, like even the civil societies, even the individual, along with the regional and international organization, they have all come together. The goal is only one, that they have to save the vultures in the South Asia region, because they have tremendously decreased in their population. So these are the things that you need to know about the vulture action plan. Vultures, again, from the perspective of food chain, also very important. So vulture are known as scavengers, and they are important in our overall healthy ecosystem. So removal of their is like, their protection is very much required for a healthy ecosystem to function. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.